All right. Wow. Whew. Hello, everybody. Welcome to SC2 Maker Lab. Yes. This is where we're going to be building a bot that wins together. I'm Drekken, and oh man, it's been quite a week. I had a lot of startup problems. I think every time I come here and start, even though I actually do a little bit of prep, something I can't do until we start going live. And I tell you, everything wants to update right before I go live. And I usually say no, but sometimes it won't, like some things won't start up. So I have a lot of streaming stuff together and they won't start up if other things aren't updated. So even though sometimes I ignore it, it doesn't work. Anyways, that's why I'm late. But we're ready. A little bit of change of plans of how we do this. So I want to actually make these a little smaller so that people who are just coming in can join in and participate. I'm actually we're gonna be running projects ongoing and moving back and forth. Today, we're starting with a micro Terran bot. This is the first time I've coded for this version of the micro ladder, and I am excited to put it together. So, I have to say, we're gonna have to start off with a little bit of the question of the day, because we start off with a little bit of the question of the day. We have to ask, which one what would you want to name this bot? This bot has no name, and I I actually spent some time setting it up and I realized there's no name. So I'm gonna let you name it. Put names in the chat for this bot, or if you watch later in the comment, and next week we'll name it something based on whatever the best name that comes up. Or maybe we'll do a poll, who knows? So yeah, that is the gist of it. What else to remember? We'll do a quick rundown of what we're doing here. We're going to be doing peer programming. So if you're in the membership, jump on in with the Discord. I'm going to actually be coding this together, leveling up our skills with peer programming. If not, you can also be here on the mob, as our group to help oversee it. So let's jump right into coding because I am running behind. Okay, so let's get into this. So this is a brand new bot. Super exciting too. We can start off a new one of these. Super exciting. GPT 4.1 is free for the next week on Windsurf, so I'm gonna be killing the hell out of that. Let's so let's get familiar with actually coding for the AI Arena micro ladder, because it may not be as easy. Just gonna double check because I actually invited both Dog Tato and Mind Me to join us, so we'll see if they I just realized my camera is not on in Discord. There it is. Now it's on. Perfect. So Dog Tato and Mind Me to join me, but anybody, if you're a member, you can join me. You can come up and join. So you're more than welcome to. Oh, I just noticed something that now Discord shows when I'm streaming on YouTube. That's cool. I like that. But that's never been the case. Finally, equal streaming representation. God. That's cool. Okay. What do we want to get started? We don't have our goals. We're gonna pop our goal up there. So we have a very simple goal today. We're just actually get this bot running, and then we're gonna maybe play around with a little bit of micros. We're gonna do a little bit pre-planning, so we can plan out what our bot looks like, what kind of features we want, what kind of strategy we want, because we actually want to win this micro ladder. We have not got to I actually have all intention purposes to start us playing around with some machine learning, but I don't think that's gonna be this project. I think the main bot is gonna be the first bot we do with machine learning. So let's get this. I'm ready. I'm actually really ready to dive in and play around with machine learning. I am super ready. I don't think this today and this bot particularly will be the machine learning bot that we do, but I'm in for it. I'm here for it. Okay, there we go. Our goals are up. Perfect. Okay. why don't we pull up our... Can I bring up SC2 AI Arena? Let's see if I can bring up the arena. And then, oh, mind me. Hello. Yeah, mind me. Super excited to see you. So let's see. We have to go to, let me pull up the mic. We can pull up the ladder together. We can kind of take a look at it. You know, it'd be kind of cool if we just, I never also made, this is my first, it's gonna be the first Terran bot. I've never made a Terran bot before. So let's see if we can get this ladder up so you can see it too. That is not the ladder. Okay. Oop, so small. Maybe I should have a different browser. Oh well, we'll go with that. Let's let me see if I can get this up in a way that is visible for all. Oh, there we go. That made it better. Okay. Okay. So, looking at the AI Arena ladder, go to competitions. I'm going to go to micro ladder. Hopefully they have some actually have some instructions. Oh, here we go. Perfect. They have instructions. Or don't they? Never mind. So it looks like we just got to download the 2 maps. Shouldn't be. I thought I had them already, but I don't think so. So I'm going to download these maps quickly. Make sure we have these maps. And then we'll just change them in our, we'll change them in the config, and I think we should be good to go. Snap. I actually don't remember where I put my maps. There's 2 folders, and I always forget which folder is the right folder to put it in. Whether you put it in your documents folder or you put it in like your actual where the game folder is. I always forget where these maps are supposed to go. Okay, well, we'll gamble and say it's gonna go inside the actual games folder. You can't see because oh, okay. I think it's the games folder. So that's 1 map, tier 2, and then tier 1. All right, so first things first, let's put these in our map list here. We got couple of map lists. We'll put in the, can you see my good? Oh, you can't see my screen because I got the thing up. Okay, so let's just jot down these maps. So we got, first things first, we're gonna put some maps to here. And then I think the other one's just called tier 2, micro arena. Okay. I mean, let's run it and see what happens. And then we'll just do a little easy commit, say that we've set up our environment. Oh, I need to put it to Terran. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what happens. What is this saying? If this path is correct, please make sure your maps are present. Looking for maps. Is it looking in the wrong folder? It is. Okay. So I need to make sure it's looking in. Oh, but it pulled it anyways. That's Gucci. I guess we probably should just pull it and put it in the right folder anyways. I don't. Oh. Kind of cool. Okay, so I guess nothing happens if our bot doesn't do anything. Oh, never mind. They just attack anyways. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so super easy. It works. We're flying. Let's make sure this maps folder is the right folder, and then I should hopefully get that error stopped. Where do I keep my maps again? Again, that seems a little weird, but I should actually be my D drive. Please don't hack my maps folder. Okay. Cool. Oh. Weird. Do I need to kind of do it the other way, the other slash? Is it? Oh, that's because I copied and pasted from my. Okay. Cool. And then I guess let's start planning. We can just get right into the planning right away. I'm gonna see if Mind Me might join me. Oh, he's just coming to watch. Boo, Mind Me. You should come and code with me. Don't just watch. It's much more fun to code. I'm gonna drop you the Discord link just in case you change your mind. Just in case. Oops. Wow, that was not the Discord link. Or the channel link. Should be the channel link. Well, rip. I think something's been off with my computer lately. I noticed my... Let me try something else. Okay, let's see if that worked. Wow, everything doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Let's try something else. Okay, finally, man. All right. How do I turn back on streamer mode? I did. Sometimes, you know what? And I know sometimes companies mean well. They give you all these features to do and protect you, but sometimes they're almost more cumbersome than they have to be. Like they're just a little bit overprotective. It's just so frustrating. Okay. Okay, it's back. All right, let's get started. Let's open up. Let's change this to a Terran. We don't have a name for this. Let's call this a Terran, though. And we'll give it a temporary name. We'll call it Microbot. But that is not the permanent name this bot will call. We'll call it Microbot. We'll name it something new before it gets up on the ladder. So for now, just Microbot. I'm gonna let you all decide. I'm looking for suggestions. Okay. So let's start planning. I guess maybe what might be best. So let's think about this. Let's pull up the rules of the. Let's pull up the rules and then see where it lands us. Okay, so main goal for season 2 be purely about micro, no mind games. I actually want to say I actually really dislike that, but that is not ideal. Like, I guess, you know, I get it. I personally do not like the fact that it's not about mind games, but whatever. Have enough depth to be easy to jump into, hard to master. Okay, map 1 consists of tier 1 units with exclusion of sentry and small scale. Map 2 has tier 1 and tier 2 units, but without actual air. Can we just do? Can you just enter when you enter this bot? Can you enter it on only one of the divisions, or do you have to? I mean, both maps, or do you have to do both maps? Okay, each map has 5 pair of rounds of 10. Each round has an attacker defender. How do you count? You know what? Oh, you don't code for each round. You just need to have well-rounded code for the scenarios that could occur. And then you kind of adjust. Okay. Round 1 has a time limit of 1 minute, which resets after a unit is killed. Okay. It seems simple enough. You just, I guess, code for the scenarios. So why don't we maybe play the scenarios and then formulate a strategy from there? Well, let's do that. Because I actually have not played. I've never coded for this, so it's good. I'm gonna actually go a little bit blind because I've not coded for this scenario. And I wonder if you just put it on step. Is that easy? That's what we do. We just put it on step and that's it. We don't have to do anything crazy. Oh yeah, okay. I will let's run it and let's watch some of these. Let's watch some of the rounds. Or why don't we watch the replays of some people and then we can get a good idea. We did this a couple of weeks ago, but I did not. That was a couple of weeks ago and a lot of time has passed. So let's look at someone's replays and then we can figure out what do we want to go from there. Let's share browsers. Let's look at some replays. Who do we want to follow? Let's pick someone who's picking Terran. Answer your question. Remind me, you can pick random. Looks like you can pick random and do it. So let's do. It's gonna be interesting, Terran. Memshark? Shark Nice does this. Yeah, let's who is the highest Python Terran? Sharpie Micro? Oh, this is a house bot. Well, why don't we just pick Shark Nice's bot? There's not a lot of competition here. Looks like we could probably maybe like micro electro mechanical shark. Lord have mercy. Okay, well, whatever. Let's pick some of his games. This is against Replicator. Let's see that one. And then maybe Kaninana. And then Oops. We'll just do 3. Okay, so let's watch some of these games. Okay, so let's talk about micro. While we get these games up, let's have a conversation about what do we want to do in terms of micro. I think we might want to. I think concaves. I think if we just aim for concaves, just a basic concave strategy, I feel like we can't really go wrong if we just aim for concaves. Oh, that's covering everything. Rip. I mean, I feel like if we just focus on concaves to start, maybe we would be... Why is this still full screen? Oh, this is like mech? Do you get to choose? I mean, if we just focus on building the perfect concave, perhaps that's just good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like you have like this line, or like you have like the units come in as like a bunch, and then when it gets hit, they pull back to try to pull the enemy into it. Oh, there's a tank in here, so maybe. This is a tough one. Look at this. Okay, so if there's a tank in here, how do we want to be able to like handle and deal with... Oh, this tank got left behind. So since we're using the Eris framework, I feel like a lot of this is going to be using using the squads. So which is kind of, it's actually kind of exciting. I can't say that I've had a lot of training with squads, but I think we can get a little bit of play out of this. Okay. So yeah, Mind Me says you should just dive on the tank. I don't know. And but I think he might be right, because you don't want to pussyfoot around with the tanks, because if you try to peel, which I would like to. John Clave, lols. You know, peeling them off might be interesting, because this is a weird matchup, because this matchup means you have to come to them. Is there fog of war? Oh, there's no fog of war. So this is a little bit of a weird matchup, because like maybe Mind Me's right. You just have to dive. You're gonna have to dive on them. Might be interesting to pull up to use a influence map to help decide how to attack these guys better. But then you can choose. Then we can maybe do high priority targets. So if I rebuild my influence, my other bot, we have an influence map. So if I rebuild the influence map, we can actually dedicate like high targets and maybe do a dive function. That's actually not necessary, because that's like overkill, because you just say like, if it's a siege tank, dive. But then how do you know when's the best time to dive? Ugh. I personally do lean on the aggressive stance, so a dive could be the right answer. And in Stark, you're gonna want to. I think if you want to do a dive, you're gonna want to bunch up. I mean, sorry, you're gonna want to spread out so that the splash damage doesn't take too much of a hit. Like you hit the least amount of units for the splash damage as possible. Do you get stim? You do get stim. So you could stim and run in and just focus on him. Yeah, look at that. No focus fire. Yeah, so lack of focus fire is problematic. I mean, in this case, you may even want to just stay siege. If you're on top of the tank, it basically takes the DPS out. But maybe the Marines, it's better to spread out and limit DPS. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a Terran. So yes. So I think that's correct, because if you dive the tank, you will the actual splash damage will also hit the tank. But there are two tanks. So does anyone know if there's a limited range? Like if you're in the tanks, like if you're really up close to the tanks, can they still fire on you? I can't remember. I don't play Terran, so I don't know for sure. Anyways, we'll get to that. So I think so far we have the idea that we want to do conclaves. Ooh, that was so brutal. We want to do conclaves. I think conclaves will be our primary coding motive. And then diving. Okay, so range 1, they can't fire. Got it. I think you're right, too. So... Oh, look at this. Okay. Oh. So we got some conclaves going on. Look at that. That's actually really impressive. Because it looks like he kind of... It looks like he backed up. Looks like he backed up, yeah. And then formed his conclave. Which is really smart. Because if you back up, it means you have like... instead of trying to form it on the go, you back up and you let the enemy come to you. Which is very clever. I would have... Oh, and he divided the medevacs equally amongst his units. What a fascinating formation. Really interesting. Really, really well done. Oh, you get the same... Oh, you get a round of the same things? My man's leaving his medevacs. Eep. Yeah, that is really cool. Really, I really liked it. So we even have... This looks like... So everything seems fairly basic. Okay, I'm ready to get started. I don't think we need to watch the other replays. We're gonna keep it fairly simple. So let's talk about... I'm gonna pull up. We're gonna start talking about and don't worry guys, the beginning when we're planning I think always has the most like planning and strategy. And so I brought up my little notebook. So here's our notebook. I'm gonna pull up. Okay, and so I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can see it, or do I have to... Okay, I can't really zoom in further than that. Oh, it's covering me now. Okay, I want to do a little bit of a thing, so I'll write down. So I'm going to do... we want to get conclave. So conclave is the core part of this. So conclave placement. So conclave placement. And maybe all we do... I mean, if we really get conclaves down, I think all we have to do is kind of have it and then just perfect the conclave. But let's... And then also high target diving. This is not actually accurate, so for today what we'll do, we'll just we'll get units into their respective squads. Get units into squads. And I'll plan out the other weeks afterwards, but right now we'll just get units into squads so we can control them. We'll get it basic using Eris, and that's it. We'll call that today's objective, and we'll just get started. Oh, I'll clear some of these stuff out. How will we discover when it's done? We'll just say that I don't know, we'll call today that units move in squads. Okay, cool. Time to get started. Oh, I can just actually minimize it and I don't have to keep doing that. Okay, that's cool. Let's do that. Boop, boop, boop. Let's jump into this. So actually, I have unlimited GPT-4.1. I won't need to. I don't think I need to use it for now. And then, what do we want to do? We want to say we want to use Eris and put these in squads. It's been a while, so we can delete all this extra stuff here. mm, mm. All right, I just remember, how do we do the squads again? I wonder if they get created. So if we go something like async on unit created, we have to bring in type IDs. And then maybe from units import units. Okay. SC2. Make sure my mic is actually on here. SC2. IDs, unit type ID. That's so we can identify the unit types. And then let's start with Marines. So let's say on created. Do I have to import squads? I do have to import Eris squad. So I like to actually put Eris above. So from Eris constant unit role. Perfect. Do a little shortcut. Type ID. Oh, wait, why does it say return? Perfect. Wow, it's like it knows what I want. Here we go. Let's go self dot. I don't remember if attacking is the only role we can do. Is that the default role? I have to refresh my memory. How roles work. Let's see if I can find all the role types. Oh, here it is. I found the role dictionary. Do I need to show it all to you? Maybe not. I don't know if I have to go through all the Eris roles dictionaries. Actually, I'll pull it up so you can see it. I don't think it would be good if I just read this by myself. Oh, that is not the right browser. So the different Eris roles. Attacking, harassing. I can't remember if you can create your own random roles. I think so. Or do I, if I have to use the heiress? I don't think I have to use... Let's clear role dictionary. Here it is. Might be useful for debugging. Oh, that doesn't do anything. It's so funny thinking how even this basic thing might take a bit. Okay. I think we'll just use attacking for now, and then we'll get a little bit fancier as things go. Can I just minimize this? Perfect. I can just do that. Perfect. I'm gonna start doing that more often. Just minimizing. I've just been like turning it on and off, and it's actually been quite painful. So let's say all these in an attacking role. So on created. Actually, we might not need this type ID. Okay, so when the unit's created, it goes immediately to the attacking role, and then we can take it out of there as per thing, and then we go to the on step. Maybe we want to put all Marines and Marauders. What do we call bio? We'll maybe call this like the bio group. Perhaps. So we'll maybe say something like it's on the initiate. Maybe we can do something like, we'll just set it up here. Is there on start? Maybe async on start. Oh. I don't know if there's an on start on this one. I'll assume that it does do on start. I have no reason to believe it doesn't do one. So go Marine. We'll say bio. Bio set. Unit type ID. Shift. Oh my god, no. Unit type ID Marine. And then unit type ID Marauder. There we go. So that should let us pull up bio whenever we need it, I think. It's the same two maps, but it seems like it's really more than that strategy-wise due to the different unit types. Are you talking about because the other set of maps will have different units? So I mean, how much complicated could it get? I did only watch one map, but it's like I'm gonna limit the scope right now for us to be using just to focus on the concave, and then maybe I'll take a little bit of a deeper look. And then let's make a... Actually, let's call this biotype. Yeah, so we're gonna want to build out probably something a little bit more complicated as we go. But I will be honest, I have not looked at all the matchups of these maps. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's start small and start simple and get up to speed. And then I think next week we'll also do a little bit more of a strategy session and talk about maybe all the like a little bit more of a wider scope. Because you guys are here, and honestly, you guys can throw ideas. We can plan. Also, if you're in the community, let's I'll start up maybe a thread or something, and we can hash it out. Actually, we don't have to wait a week. We can actually hash it out. Maybe I'll start a thread on the community forums, and then I will we can actually kind of maybe break it down and talk about it during the week, and then come back next week when we'll have a more of a bigger strategy, and I'll share it with everybody on the stream what we come up with. But I think for the purposes of just getting started today and just making some progress, we'll call this bio ball. So bio ball. Self, and then let's say bio ball, and then bio forces. Target 0.2. Oh, we needed to bring in a point. We need to bring in 0.2. And we'll go on step. We'll actually just kind of close this off for now. Let's just say pass for now. So I haven't put anything in there. Oh my god. What is going on? Okay. Anyways. I'm gonna say if so we're gonna say bio force self dot units self dot bio type. Oh, what is it suggesting? So bio type. I forget how do I have to register them into a group, don't I? When I assign them into roles? Or do you put them into attacking? I'm trying to remember what happens after this part. It's been a while since I've actually had to do assigning. Let me look this up. Okay, so actually I might. Oh, crap. So I have to. So like Bioforce. So I might have to go Bioforce. Units. Okay, so I have to do Bioforce. Units equal. So I have to get all the units. Self dot mediator. Get units from roles. Get units from roles. From role. So I assigned the role. So it's like role equals unit role attacking. Actually, how many roles are there? What other unit roles are there? Attacking, defending. Let's do attacking for now. I still need to do on creative, but I think I should do it a little bit differently here. This mouse. Is my mouse already breaking down? Unit type ID in biotype. I don't know why that didn't move before. That was weird. Did I not? I thought I assigned biotype, didn't I? Am I missing something? Biotype is not defined. Did I not define that already? Maybe he doesn't like it on start? Oh, this is fucking return. How did that happen? Well, maybe I can't do it on start. Maybe I'll just do it after the initiate. Weird. I feel like that should have worked. I feel like I'm missing something silly. Is this not correct on unit created? Move the biotype out of a function and it will work. You have it inside the initiate function. Oh. Oh. So if I actually put it here. Oh, wait. Okay. I don't know why it keeps wanting to indent. Okay, so self.biotype. So if unit type ID in self.biotype, and essentially it's just checking if they're marine marauders, and then it puts them in the attacking. I mean, it works. Maybe a little clean this up a bit. What is it trying to do? I don't know why it's trying to kill up my indenting. Okay, so so we got uncreated, they get made, the biotype get put inside, and we'll go, maybe we'll define the bio ball. So we can go in here. We'll set a target for a second. So we'll pass target into here, so we can go something like 4 unit in bio forces. Oh, this needs to be indented. And then we'll go attack target. And we'll actually put, we could probably put the more advanced behaviors. We'll just do a simple errors behavior. Might as well start. We might as well start putting combat behavior in here. So let's say from Eris. Oh, it already knew what I wanted. That's so crazy. It knew exactly what I was looking for. It's a little creepy sometimes. I admit that. That's a little creepy. So we'll say 4 unit in unit. And then we'll just say, we'll call this formation A. Formation A. Combat maneuver. Combat maneuver. We will probably need to give it a grid of some sort. Bring in numpy, numpy, a little bit of import numpy. A little bit of numpy. Did we brought a move group? So formation A, add a move group, bio forces, tag R. Actually, that's kind of right. So we actually don't need this. So that's actually right, and we'll have to create a target, and we'll have to pass the target in and whatever. But so now on step, so on created, we actually assign the role. Actually, maybe don't need to do it there. Hold on. Uncreated. If the unit's in the biotype, assign the role. Oh no, yeah, we have to assign the role and then we have to get the units from role. That's right. I forgot we have to do a bit of both. We need to get a grid. Do we need a grid for attack group? Okay, it doesn't need a grid. But if we're gonna want to do stutter step back, we're gonna need to do. Let's bring stutter step back. We need some stutter step. Is it stutter forward? Is it stutter forward? So we can have stutter group back and we have stutter forward. Let's just add back, but we're gonna want to do. We're gonna end up doing forward at some point. I actually don't remember how stutter group back works. You might actually just be able to do them one after the other, but let's get this working first, and then we'll start adding the fancy shit. Okay, so on step, Bioforce, we need to give this a target, and then we need to... attacking. And what can I say? So if we, if the Bioforce exists, if Bioforce, and then we can go, yeah, let's do this. And then to the center of the map, self dot game map info. Is it game map info? Game info? Map center. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see if it works. I didn't really get to use much of ChatGPT. I did want to actually use a bit of it. Weird. That's not right. Am I missing something? Maybe we don't want the on start. Yeah, that's weird. So the map list is right. Maybe because I did on start, it actually didn't make the thing load up properly. So let's try again. Well, my game crashed. We need a new terminal. That's weird. These are all... This is not the right map. Why are we not using the right map? All right, CMI and me. We're about to end soon after we finish this test. Assuming I can figure out why my maps aren't working. Did I do something wrong? I'm not picking the maps. Oh, weird. Maybe I need to put it back to what it was before. Oh. Let's try this. I see. How's this supposed to be? Oh, it's 2. Why is it 2? I guess whatever. I can't really question it. It is what it is. Maybe this will work now. You could probably bring back the on start, I'm guessing. This is asking for romanticide. These are not the right maps. Weird. Why is it not starting up? Why is it picking romanticide? Tier 1. Yeah. Why is it picking ladder maps? Did I mess something up? Let's put the original back in and see what happens. I see no reason why that. So odd. Now it's working. I don't know. I don't know. It's working. Oh, it works. It works. Oh, cool. It worked. It worked. But it looks like we're gonna have to account for other units. So cool, it works. It works. Okay, our bot works. Will it work here too? Look at that. Oh, cool. It works. Hello, Dog Tato. Oh, yeah, it looks like it pulls the Marines and the Marauders. It's all good. Okay, cool. So we can probably make a like couple of squads. We can make like Marines. We can actually probably put all the units in the attacking and then break the attacking up into multiple different I might do some studying of the Eris framework because it has groups and it has squads. And I always find that to be a very confusing concept. But yeah, we could probably break things up. Like we can make like a support group and then we can break them into different squads inside that. So there's a lot of things we can do here. That's cool. Okay, got that working. I think that was fairly productive for the first day. We're off to a good start. I don't know why these maps aren't not working. I find that to be a little off. I'm actually gonna try one more time. This is my D drive, and it should be StarCraft 2 maps. What if I just go like this? Will it work now? Oh, game broke. Yeah, something's up with where I point my maps. I don't know. It I don't know why. Okay, and we won't find out today because we're gonna end it off today. That was a good start. We'll say in like initial setup. Pop config. Yeah. All right, commit that. And then we'll say made Marine and Marauder squad. Cool. Okay, so what we'll be doing is I'll actually start up a thread talking about this project, and we can kind of take this offline for those of you in the membership. We can talk about strategies. I would like to build a bot that's going to win this. We had a discussion about using concaves, and then we used, what else? Mind me brought up that there's other strategies we need to consider. And so we'll start doing kind of the planning throughout the week. I'll reiterate, my goal is to kind of, just so we can switch it up. I'll be switching different weeks. We'll work on different projects, and if there becomes a desire, well, we can split up into groups and work on different projects. But this would be good to work on a little bit of a micro project for a bit, and then we'll maybe switch it up again later on after this project. So we'll keep it going for now. Okay, cool. Other than that, and if you're looking to join, or you're looking to get started yourself, XMR template. XMR template, you can get yourself started really easy. The instructions there will get you in a bot less than 30 minutes. You can get this bot, you can get a bot up and running, like a template. Oh my god, has this been up this entire time? Hopefully I've not had this up this entire time. No, I only popped it up briefly. Okay, yeah, you could get a bot started. If you follow this template, you can get a bot started in less than 30 minutes easily. It won't take you 30 minutes to code the bot to kill something, but you can get the bot ready to go with this template in less than 30 minutes. So yeah, cool. And then if you would like to join memberships, if you want to join and you want to actually work on these projects together and you still want to sit in the chat, exclamate join. Every week we'll be working on a project together to build, and then at the end of the month we will have our debug session at the end of the month to help and go over bots that we need to improve. Hopefully, Dog Tato, you got to update those changes and get to see what your bot looks like at the end of the month. Cool. Other than that, maybe we can get this show done. All right, so thank you very much. This was a good session. We got our microbot running. Actually, it wasn't that bad. A little bit of problems for me getting it started in the beginning, but overall, not bad. We got to move, we got to attack, and we put ourselves for a good place. I think next week we'll be adding stutter stepping. We'll add some stutter stepping, and I think we'll look to also make sure we get all the units. Yeah, I'm up to the bottom of the ladder, top 5. Ooh. I am excited to hear about Dog Tato. Oh my god, hold on. I'm sorry. We're going to go back to the other screen. Dog Tato dropped some good news on me. So guys, you don't know Dog Tato. We did we worked on the bot. We looked at Dog Tato's bot at the debug session, debug clinic last month, and he's implemented some of the changes. I'm really excited to see what those changes look like in his bot. He said he's up in the ladder, and that can only be good things. So all right, back to closing. I was super excited to talk about Dog Tato's bot. So yeah, join up if you want to join up on a monthly, and we can work on these bots together. And absolutely, or if not, just you can get started. There's a template for you. So basically all the changes you suggested. Oh my gosh, Dog Tato, I'm so happy to hear that. Yep, that's it, people. So if you're having problems with your bot, we have at the end of the month we have a session to talk about our challenges and what we're working on in terms of bots, and also to showcase, like, you know, some of those changes. So that's the debug clinic that happens at the end of the month inside the community. Okay, so that's been our session today. I will see you next week. For those of you in the membership, I will be updating the thread for you this week sometime. I can't promise tomorrow. I'd like to, but I'm gonna start the thread soon, and we can talk about the microbot. And if you have names for you, if you're here and you have names for these bots, I'm looking for name suggestions. So we'll take some name suggestions. I might put a post. I'll put a post after this, and we'll talk about it. Cool. All right, everybody. See you next week.